Let me see if I can fix that. Hey, fellow artists, just doing a few setup things before we officially start the live here at 2:30. So I'm gonna mute the microphone for just a second while I make a few changes, and then we'll be ready to work on what's in here. Hey, fellow artists, I see that I have 14 wonderful people watching on YouTube. Thanks so much. I know that the camera angle isn't very attractive here, but you'll see why I have it set things up in this way in just a moment. Wow, you could tell how old I am by oh, all of the wrinkles on these hands. Yes. So, what's going on, folks? I have in this beautiful Connecticut Toro cigar box a piece of chainmail jewelry that I am working on. It's utilizing some gold tone anodized aluminum jump rings. And the centerpiece of this piece of jewelry is going to be this asymmetrical dyed piece of agate. And so, hi Jeff, welcome to my little live. And so, why am I coming on here on an unannounced stream to weave some Byzantine chainmail? By the way, shout out to anyone watching on Whatnot. Well, I have a big podcast tonight with Mr. Del Puckett, one of the great grandmasters of cigar box guitar building and playing. I had pre-stream preliminary conversation with him over the phone. It was a pleasure to finally talk with him in real time. And he is such a nice man, but I am still extremely nervous about being on his channel live. So I'm just here gonna, shake off some nerves and keep my mind entertained while I wait to come onto his podcast tonight. Um, by the way, it's taking place on his channel tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, but if you're in Central Time where he is, it's 6 p.m. So, yeah, just here, keeping my mind busy while I wait to come on to his podcast. And hopefully, um, you'll enjoy the process of me weaving this piece of Byzantine chainmail jewelry. And folks on Whatnot, if you're interested in snatching this piece up, feel free to make an offer in the chat. La Toxica 25, welcome, 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 welcome. La Toxica, have you received your pieces yet? Not yet, tomorrow. Okay, good. Okay, good. Let me know if anything arrives damaged. We shall work things out. No worries. And yeah, I can't wait for you to receive. Oh, you're very excited. Me too. Oh my goodness. I mean, I can't believe that, I have some superstars here on Whatnot already forming a collection of our jewelry. My mother and I are so, so proud. You guys have no idea. Well, anyways, let's get this nerve burning piece together. Yes, so La Toxica. So what's going on here? Let me explain a little. I have a really important podcast with one of the most important cigar box guitar builders and players on the internet tonight at 8 p.m. on YouTube. The channel's Puckett Cigar Box Guitar, in case you're interested. And I'm a little nervous, so I've come on just to blow some steam and make a new piece live. I want to make this piece available to anyone who wants to snatch it up right away. So let me go ahead and do that. I forgot uh, to pin it here on Whatnot. Let me see. Let me go ahead and pin it. I am pinning this product. All right. So Whatnot, folks. Now you can see the pin for this piece. I'm asking for 20 once it's all done, but I am negotiable. So if you want to snatch it up, but for less, I want to be able to work with people if they really want something, but I can't meet the price that I'm asking for. I'm willing to work with anyone. So just shoot me a chat, and I will modify my asking price. And since we're here on the live, and you like how the piece is coming together, this is going to be a 16-inch piece. But if you prefer the chain to be longer, for example, so that it fits you, well, thank you, La Toxica. Thank you for wishing me luck. I really appreciate that. And I hope, if you're not doing anything and you want to check out a different type of content, it would be so nice to see you in the chat on YouTube. But anyway, while I'm making this, anyone who wants this piece, but wants me to make some modifications so that it fits them better, I'd be happy to do that while I'm building it. So I got a bit of the weave started yesterday, and I'm going to go ahead and continue to weave with this beautiful gold tone, um, with these beautiful gold toned jump rings, which are going to look fabulous, by the way, with this blue agate. Check this out. Those colors work so well together. All right. This is definitely going to be a statement piece. Not quite as shocking as my Mal de Ojo pieces, but since the pendant is so big, it's going to definitely be another statement piece. All right, so I want to see if I can angle the camera in a way so that you all can see what I'm weaving here. By the way, folks on YouTube, maybe this is something you'd be interested in. A little secret. I plan to do a giveaway on Mr. Del Puckett's podcast tonight. What am I going to be giving away? Thanks, La Toxica. I shall be giving away 3 of my laser carved cigar boxes. All of my laser carved cigar boxes have the fancy Stradivarius F holes on them. So if you want to pick up you know, a bargain, the only thing I'm going to ask for is the shipping cost. And you'll be able, we'll coordinate via email, and you'll be able to get my my laser carved box for free. Well, free plus shipping. So join us in the chat tonight on Mr. Puckett's Live, and you'll have a chance to snatch one of my boxes. It's going to be first come, first serve, though. Whomever emails me first are the people that I shall serve. All right? Just giving away 3, folks. Just giving away 3, but you'll have your choice of which 3 you'd like. Anyway, back to the weaving of Byzantine chain here. Oh my gosh, Liza, you need to moisturize those hands. Oh my gosh. And do more vitamin C. Definitely. Definitely. That'll help. And more kombucha. That'll definitely help my skin. I get a lot of sun doing my homesteading, folks, out here in North Florida. Right now it's blazing hot. Super, super hot. All right. You know what? Am I going to do a double pattern here? You know what? Let's do a double pattern. No, let's do a traditional pattern. Let's do a traditional pattern. I like the Byzantine traditional pattern the best. Let's do that. Alrighty. And so I have my tape measure here, ready to go. Once I think I've reached the 16 inches, I'll measure it, and I'll show off the piece in full on Mannequin Skywalker. as soon as I reach those 16 inches. But if you'd like this piece to be a little longer, because you're thinking about buying it, let me know in the chat on whatnot. And YouTube folks who are watching, I really appreciate you watching. I am trying to get second tier monetization on YouTube. I haven't reached the watch time that I need for that. So, what's second tier monetization? Well, you don't get any ad revenue, but you get the store shelf and super chats. And what I'm really interested is in the store shelf, because I've designed really cool looking, um, really fun, cool looking t-shirts for anyone who's a cigar box guitar enthusiast or an DIY audio electronics enthusiast. And so I can't wait for my t-shirts to be more easily available on YouTube. Right now, you have to either click on a direct link in my videos or navigate to my website, and it takes more steps for people to see my work. So at least second tier monetization allows me to have that. And and for me it's important because I want to be able to make an independent living as an artist, and not just on YouTube, just in general, you know. And having that store shelf will help me get closer to achieving that goal. When my husband and I moved out into the country, one of our many goals was to become produce independent. One, that was the most important, and we're working towards that still. And two is to become income independent as artists. And we're both artists. My husband is he's an incredible saxophonist, but he is also an incredible synthesist. He is a master at building sounds in real time on analog synths, but he also is an expert in pure data and in VCV rack. And so, yeah, that's what we want to do full time in our day. Oh, I think I messed up the weave here. Oh no, no. I don't think I have. Or did I? No, I didn't. I thought I did, and I didn't. Okay. So this is a unit of Byzantine chain. IL 770, welcome. All right, folks. And so, and by the way, whatnot, folks, if you like this sort of format, watching me build a piece and then interested in snatching it up, let me know in the chat if this is an interesting format for you. And again, I'm asking for 20 on this piece, but I am negotiable, so you can let me know in the chat. And I am willing to work with anyone who really wants something but doesn't quite have what I'm asking for. Always willing to work with people. Alrighty. Oh yeah, it's hot right now. Yeah. It is burning here in Florida, folks. Burning, burning, burning. And so, let's see. Okay. I'm prepping to add another Byzantine unit to this. Just getting ready to do so. Folks on YouTube, I really do appreciate the watch time. Feel free to throw in some questions about this Byzantine chainmail piece, about any other pieces that you might have seen on my virtual craft markets. Or if you have any questions about tonight's podcast with Del Puckett, I'd be happy to chat with anyone who has questions. All right. Got a unit and a half working. For me, weaving Byzantine chain is one of the most relaxing things you can do. It seems like a complicated weave, but it really isn't. Just go and watch a few tutorials on YouTube and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's an easy weave that yields probably the most beautiful results. I've learned a few other weaves, but that are more complicated to make, but I always come back to making Byzantine because it's just so beautiful. And the variants of Byzantine are very beautiful too. Absolutely are. I hope the sound of me dropping my pliers isn't bothering people too much. I'm not sure how loud that's coming in on your end because I am not wearing my headphones. All right, now we got 2 units of Byzantine chain happening. Very, very nice. And again, this is going to be paired up with an asymmetrical big piece of agate, dyed agate, but agate nonetheless. It's definitely going to be a statement piece. And so I appreciate everyone here who's relaxing with me. All right. Welcome to everyone watching on YouTube. All right, now I'm preparing to put on a third unit. Third unit is coming together. Huh, okay. Oops. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, there we go. All right. Third unit in the making. You know, in the future, if my channel on Whatnot takes off a little more, and people are interested in me working with finer metals, I'd be happy to start working with argentium rings or rose gold rings and things like that. Plated, of course, plated. I think working with things that aren't plated would make the cost of my work too prohibitive. But again, let me know in the chat if you'd be interested in me starting to work with finer rings. All right, so we're getting to the 2-inch benchmark. All right, and this is what we have so far, folks. Isn't that beautiful? Again, Byzantine is my favorite. Now, next time I source rings, I sourced these rings a while back on this website, and since I've ordered these, I started working with rings of a different aspect ratio. I don't remember exactly which ones, but they the last Byzantine piece was a much tighter Byzantine weave, and that is my favorite type of Byzantine, the really, really tight weave. It gives you a very clear Celtic knot pattern that I just love. But this is okay as well. This is beautiful as well. But again, I don't want to buy any new materials unless there's a special interest or special requests from the audience, or or anyone interested in a commission, I just want for now to use, I have so much crafting materials. I just want to build beautiful things with what I have and then think about sourcing new materials once I have used up everything that's on my craft shelf. Gotta stay disciplined like that. It's very, very easy to go crazy and go to a craft shop and buy tons and tons of materials, beautiful materials, to because you have so many ideas rolling around in your head. But in doing that, you can really sink yourself financially by doing that. So I tend to stay away from craft stores or doing any window shopping online to avoid getting myself into trouble. You know, it's like I'm going to craft with what I have, or I will buy supplies if a customer wants to commission a piece and they want something very, very specific with supplies that I don't have. But I'm keeping to that. I'm staying disciplined. The same thing with my cigar box guitars. I'm just going to craft with the materials I currently have until I run out of them. And so I don't get myself into trouble. All right. I forgot what unit we are currently on, but now you can see that this, like the Celtic pattern of the weave, is starting to become obvious. All right. Tink Tink, welcome. I have some superstars here in my whatnot chat. Welcome, welcome. So, hello. Hello, hello. All right. So, Tink Tink, what I'm working on is this Byzantine weave piece that I'm going to pair up with this piece of agate. I haven't. And the reason I haven't, Tink Tink, is I haven't made up my mind exactly how I'm gonna fix that Pisces piece. But you know what? Let me bring it on here and maybe we could discuss that. Let's see. All right. Okay, so here's the Pisces Zodiac Dragon Eye piece. By the way, folks, those of you watching on YouTube, this Pisces piece features, thank you, Tink Tink, a 4-in-1 chainmail weave, a very loose 4-in-1 chainmail weave, very pretty, made with anodized aluminum and pure copper rings. You see that they're not completely bright. It's because this piece, the copper in this piece, has oxidized a little. You could always shine it up again with some silver polish or let it oxidize, or use a chemical to get that green well, you could oxidize it to that green color with a specific chemical. I forget what it's called. So, but the problem with this piece is it has a broken, this dragon has a broken horn right there. Grr. And I mean, this guy has been to countless craft markets, and no one snatched him up. And I guess in the process of transporting him to so many places and him being handled by so many people, we've got a broken horn here. And so Tink Tink is interested in me repairing this baby, and getting it ready for her. A rhinestone or crystal? Well, guess what, Tink? I have rhinestone and crystals here. You can pick one, and then I can run this guy for you, and you can snatch him up today if you'd like. Would you like to do that? Yay! Okay. Yeah, she's been waiting on me for a while. Sorry, Tink. My apologies for the wait, but I'm glad you caught me. And that way we could just work on this together. Let me go grab my crystals and rhinestones, and we can get this piece fixed. Now I'm thinking, do I have where we're gonna attach this? Is this wood glue? Sure. Okay. I think the most seamless way of being able to attach a rhinestone uh, at the corner there is with some Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. That way it sticks on clear. That's what I'm thinking here. But let me grab the rhinestone. And let's see here. Doo-dee-doo. Where do I have my? Is it in here? I just recently found some shiny rhinestones. Let me see. In my stash somewhere. Okay. This is where I found them, Tink. Let's see, we have, I do have this shiny blue rhinestone. The only thing it is, it's on a bale. And the metal doesn't quite match what's happening in the rest of the piece. So maybe, yeah, she does need some sparkle. Let me see. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I do have some crystals without any clear or AB rhinestones. Yes. Something like this. Sherry Bowl, welcome. Okay, so let's see how we can first hide the bale, because these are the only type of rhinestones that I have, are these mounted with a bale. So let me see. Excuse me. So We're taking a break from this Byzantine weave here to repair this piece. Tink Tink has been waiting for a long time for me to repair this piece for her. So let's see. And this is a Pisces dragon eye. And let's see what we can do here. Oh, my workbench is just so full of holes and burns and paint. Let's see here. Let me remove this dangling horn there. And get something rhinestone going on there. And then find a way to hide the bail on the rhinestone. I think I can. Bloop. Alright, I can cover that horn like so. Yikes. And maybe, oh my gosh, Tink Tink, I just noticed this guy has 2 broken horns. Yikes. Well, luckily I have another rhinestone. Let me see. Don't I have another clear rhinestone? Yes. More sparkle than absolutely. Here. I have another rhinestone. And so let me eliminate this horn that's broken here. And all right, now this one, how can I attach this baby? I might have to just flatten that horn a little bit so that I can, I'm going to need, I think I could do that with a nail clipper. Definitely, definitely. Oh. One of my pliers here has a bit of a thing, a bit of a cutter. I can make this more. There we go. Okay. Okay. That'll make it easier for me to attach the rhinestones here. Needs a little more removed. All right. And this will help the piece lie flat on the dragon eye so that when I attempt to glue it on, it won't mosey around. So here we have 1, and then we have 2, and then I'm going to attempt to cover the bails with, I'm not sure yet. I don't want to make this obvious. Thank you, Tink Tink. I want to hide the fact that these are rhinestones for a necklace, so I want to hide those bells. Let me see. Maybe with a little copper, with little copper spirals, maybe? What do you think, Tink Tink? On the other side too. Let me see if I have more of these um, sparkly white rhinestones. You're right. Symmetry would be nice, right? Actually, no symmetry. Okay. Um, well, I don't have more rhinestones for the other side that are the color of these. I don't have white rhinestones, but I have um, green ones and yellow ones. I have dark green ones. So if you want rhinestones on the other side, unfortunately, this is what I got on hand right now. They'll be in a different color. It makes the eyes unique, just like the Pisces. Okay, so we can leave the other side just with the horns, or we can have rhinestones of different colors on the other side. What do you think, Tink Tink? Okay, on just one side. Now, what do you think about copper spirals to cover up the bales on the rhinestones? Let me see if I can get a spiral going here with my pliers. All right. All right. So we'll just keep a simple spiral, something like that. Let me see. Could use. I wish I had some thinner copper wire here. These are heavy duty reclaimed copper from electrical cable, outdoor electrical cables, so they're very hard to bend. Let's see what they look like though. All right, let me see how that. Okay, and I can sort of get, before I cut this wire, I can sort of get it to cover one bale and weave around the horn. Hey, I appreciate the folks watching on YouTube. Thanks so much. I hope this is relaxing for y'all over there. And I appreciate it. This is really helping me to calm my nerves before tonight's big live. I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, let's see. Let's see. It would have to be this way. Okay. That'll work. Let me see. Let me go ahead and cut that off, and I'll show you how it's going to lay on here, Tink Tink. All right. We have a wispy piece of copper here. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Work with me here, copper. Definitely gonna have to attach these two things separately. Okay. All right, Tink Tink. So check this out. I'm gonna move the camera a bit so you could see what I've kind of conjured up here on the live. All right. Let me move the light. Maybe get a better view like that. So I have as you can see with the bottom half of the eye there, I have the rhinestone and then that copper wispy covering up the bail. Do you like that? Yay! Cool. So I'll make a wispy for the top eye as well. I mean, for the top part of the eye as well. Okay, and together. There. Now she's going to take, once we get the design together, Tink Tink, she's going to take about 24 hours to cure with the Mod Podge. And what I can do is I can come on tomorrow, or you could send me a message and I'll come on when you send me a message and I'll sell it to you. Oop, yikes. I'm sorry for shaking the camera. Okay, I'll do that. Once she's ready, I'll message you and then I'll sell her to you. She'll be yours. She is yours. Oh, my pleasure, Tink Tink. Thank you so much for your interest. I'm truly honored, really. Like, I could never imagine that so many people would love our weird jewelry. We make what we like to make, and it's really gratifying that other people's like it too. So, oh, it's my pleasure, Tink Tink. It's, I'm glad that this one, she's found a new life after getting damaged, and yeah, actually, she now has quite a character that she didn't have before. I am so glad for that. Pisces, you're very lucky, Miss Pisces here. I have some new dragon eyes in the making as well, folks. So stay tuned. I got some new dragon eyes. Like this type of jewelry. Zodiac dragon eye chainmail necklaces. They're either going to feature a helm weave or a Byzantine weave, which is my favorite. Let me know in the chat which weave you prefer, helm, chain, or Byzantine. Byzantine is this one. It's it's the one that looks like a Celtic pattern. Thank you so much, Tink Tink. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. So glad. All right, so we're gonna get this design together, and then I'm going to get her to lie in a flat, quiet place where she will not be disturbed, and cure overnight, and then we shall be in contact. I'm so glad. All right, Tink Tink, you will hear from me tomorrow. I look forward to it. Yes, she does need some alone time. She's been through a lot, this dragon. She's been through a lot. All right. So we're going to finish up this design for Tink Tink. And then I'll have her curing quietly in a corner, just chilling. All right. And so I want to cover the veil on this side as well. And so maybe like this. I think this loopy is going to hover around one of her horns here. Like so. But I gotta cut off the tail end here. All right. Okay. Right. And cut off the spiral. This is kind of like that Japanese broken pottery art. The broken pottery is made to be more beautiful after the repair with gold and other metals. So maybe I might tighten up that spiral a little more. think I'm going to tighten up that spiral a little tiny more so that it fits the eye better. Or maybe she needs a wispy tail like the spiral in the bottom. That could be the solution to this design. All right. Whoa, this copper wire is so stiff. But again, the gauge on this is very thick. I don't throw away copper wire, folks. There's just so many uses for it. Again, this is salvaged from broken outdoor electrical wire. It's pure 100% copper, uncoated. I keep this stuff for electronics projects, but also for jewelry making. I'm just trying to make this as wispy and whimsical as the other loopy I have going on here. And let's do a little bit of so matches the curvature of the eye. Let's get that curve in proper. And let's see how this lays on her. Okay, that's much better. And there we have it, folks. There we have it. Of course, I'll refine it before gluing it together, and maybe just so that I can fix any pinchy ends with a little bit of Mod Podge, which is how I'm gonna attach these anyway. But let's see, something like this. Maybe turn this pinchy side inward. Or I could go around this horn here. Yeah, I think I got it there. So this rhinestone will go underneath. And so the process now would be is attach the rhinestones first, give them a few hours to cure, and then attach the copper pieces. All right, so this puzzle has now been solved, and I will get her put together off camera for Tink Tink. Alrighty. All right, folks. So while I get that piece beginning to cure in a quiet corner for Tink Tink, I'm going to log off, but then I'll be back to continue my work on this baby here. This is going to be a 16-inch Byzantine weave chainmail necklaces with this big dyed agate as the centerpiece. And if you want to snatch her up live, you can let me know in the chat. Alrighty, I will be right back in just a few minutes. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate that. And if you don't catch me again, remember, I am going to be on Mr. Del Puckett's podcast tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're in Central Time, it's going to be 6 p.m. Would really like to see you all in the chat if you can make it. All right, Chaito, and I'll be back to continue working on this piece. Bye.